Hi, my name is Erin O'Brien. Welcome to Yoga Today. My intention with this practice is to offer you a practice where you lie on your back the entire time, a practice that leads you into meditation and facilitates a state of deep relaxation. So find a comfortable position lying on your back. You can do this on a rug as seen in the video. You can do this on a blanket placed over your yoga mat or even in bed. Take the time it takes to get comfortable supporting yourself in any way you need to support yourself lying here on your back. And we'll begin our practice this morning with intention setting in the form of appreciation. I appreciate the opportunity to be right here, right now, today. I love this practice. I appreciate how this practice facilitates a connection with my inner guidance system, with source energy and presence. I appreciate this practice for its capacity to help me move from habitual ways of thinking and being and into my receptive mode, where life flows with a little more, a whole lot more ease, grace, and abundance. I feel so much when I show up and practice, as though the floodgates of my energy and emotions are opened once again. And this is a really good thing, because I know my feelings will set me free. I know they are part of my inner guidance system, letting me know where I'm at. And I honor this really important system of emotional guidance as I would honor any divine intelligence, because I see my feelings as subtle, or not so subtle, messages about my inner alignment with my own soul. So when I'm not feeling so good, I can understand that my mind has become fixated on thoughts that are out of alignment with my source energy. And when I'm feeling uplifted, I understand that the way I'm thinking and being is in greater alignment with my soul. With this dedicated practice of showing up for myself, with the intention of knowing myself, knowing my own mind, body, and soul, I become the creator of my own reality. I live as if I create my own reality, and I begin to choose thoughts that feel really, really good to think, or thoughts that at the very least give me a sense of greater relief or expansion. And I allow thoughts that don't feel so good to pass without resistance. I always know when I am stuck in thoughts that are lowering my vibration, because I don't feel well emotionally and physically. And when I don't feel well, I return to the practice of yoga, of meditation, of being in nature, of connecting with source energy as if my life depends on it, because my life does depend on it. And for a time, I am very deliberate about the information I consume and the people I spend time around until I have the inner and outer strength once again to embrace the whole gamut of life experiences offered to me, understanding that the contrast provides clarity. When I am strong and healthy in mind, body, and soul, I am unconditionally loving, unconditionally peaceful, unconditionally happy. And when I show up to my practice, to my life, in this place of unconditional joy, everything I see and do becomes a miracle. And now we're ready to begin our movement practice. So call yourself back into the present moment, back into your body, by gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bring your hands to your belly and bring your breath right into your hands. And see if you can sense the expansion of the inhalation and the sinking and landing of the exhalation. So the intention with the breath today is to have free breathing. If you'd like, you can add a little bit of sound to your breath to catch your own attention. So however you choose to breathe, breathe in a relaxed way. Something that brings your attention to the breath, that lets it be easy, rhythmic, open. And then release your hands down to your side. We'll begin the practice with some gentle heel rocking. So bring your attention into your heels, into your feet, and press both feet forward as though you're pressing into gas pedals. So heels planted down, toes pressing forward. And you'll notice that the head rocks in a yes-like motion, creating a cranial-sacral connection. Continue heel rocking for one more deep breath, and then pause the movement. Pausing now, notice sensations of heaviness or lightness, pulsing, streaming, tingling sensations. Begin to activate the right side of the body, bending at the knee and planting the foot onto the ground. Then begin hip thumping on the right side. So hip thumping is pressing into the foot, lifting the hip off the ground, and allowing the rest of the body to stay rooted and neutral, isolating the right hip. So continue with this simple hip thumping or begin to add variations as you'll see in the video. So variation number 1 is you can reach hand down toward the foot as you press into it, allowing the head to rock. So the action is pressing into the foot, reaching and rocking. Variation number 2, you'll see in the video also, you press into the foot, roll onto the other side, let the head follow so the forehead comes to the ground, and then release back down. And as you're doing this, stay aware and connected with your breath. The next time your hip settles back down onto the earth, allow the right knee to open up, and then slide the foot down to greet the opposite foot. Pause and notice right side of the body, left side, any difference between the two. Begin to activate the left side of your body, bending at the knee and planting the foot onto the ground, a comfortable standing distance from the hip. Begin hip thumping on the left side. Press into the left foot, send the knee forward over the toes, and allow the head to remain in a neutral position. Feel free to continue hip thumping without variation, or you can choose to add variation. Reaching left hand down toward the foot as you press into the foot, allowing the head to rock to the left side. Begin to add another variation. Press into the left foot, send the knee forward over the toes, and allow yourself to rock up and over onto the right side, allowing the head to follow in the line of motion. The next time your left hip lands back down on the earth, allow the left knee to open, and then slide left foot down to greet right foot. Pause and notice right side of the body, left side, any difference between the two. Slowly bend at the knees, planting the feet a comfortable standing distance from the hips, a little further than hip width apart. Begin alternate hip thumping, pressing into one foot and then the other. Allow yourself to rock side to side. Begin to add variation. So as you press into the right foot, reach that same hand down toward the foot, allowing the head to follow in the same line of motion. And then as you press into your left foot, reach the left hand down, allowing the head to rock, facilitating ease and flow. And as you're doing this, imagine any stress you're carrying in the head, neck, and shoulders melting away into the earth. And coming through center, pause. Notice any pulsing, streaming, or tingling sensations in the body. And then reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Reach across for opposite elbows. And gently let right elbow approach the ground on one side of you, and left elbow approach the ground on the other side of you. Elbows rock across the body. And keep your gaze at a fixed point of concentration on the ceiling, so you have a neutral spine, a neutral neck. And notice how you're breathing while you're doing this. Notice where you're holding on and where you're letting go. And next time you come through center, while holding on to the elbows, begin to take your arms in circles, isolating the shoulder joints here. As you're ready, change directions of the rotation. And the next time your arms are over your chest, notice which hand and arm is on top. Reach hands up and take the opposite arm on top, clasping the elbows, and once again, allowing your arms and elbows to fall side to side. And then take the arms in circles once again, moving in one direction. And as you're ready, change directions of the rotation. And slowly release the hands back down to your side. And notice the region of the shoulders, noticing any pulsing, streaming, or tingling sensations in your body. And then bring your hands out to a big T position. Let knees gently rock side to side across your body, releasing the lower back. If you'd like to, you can allow the head to rock in the opposite direction of the knees, gently releasing the head, neck, and shoulders. And slowly bring the feet in a little bit closer, a comfortable standing distance from the hips as you cactus your arms up overhead. So from the T position, just bend at the elbows, planting the backs of your hands down onto the earth. On an exhalation, press into the feet, lift the hips up, coming into a modified bridge pose. Take a big breath in at the top. As you exhale, travel a third of the way down your spine. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, travel another third of the way down your spine. Take one more deep breath in here, and as you exhale with controlled movement, come all the way back down to the earth, flattening your lower back. And then on an exhalation, once again, send the hip points up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in across the collarbones at the top. And as you exhale, travel a third of the way down your spine. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, travel another third of the way down your spine. Deep breath in, and slowly relax all the way back down, bringing your lower back down toward the earth. Pause and notice pulsing, streaming, tingling sensations in the body. Then reach your hands up toward the ceiling, palms facing each other, and allow your arms to cross over each other, reaching around as though you're going to give yourself a hug. And then crab walk your fingers away from each other. And clasp your hands around, holding on to opposite shoulders or opposite shoulder blades. And in this space, pause and bring your breath right behind your heart, feeling the expansion of the inhalation and the sinking and landing of the exhalation. Allowing yourself to hold this in a place of stillness and focus and attention. And then slowly release. Hands reach up. Before you cross hands over, once again, changing sides. So opposite arm is on top this time. And then crab walk fingers away from you. And slowly wrap hands around. Giving yourself a tight squeeze here. Creating space in the upper back. Deepening your breath here and breathing right into the sensation you feel. You'll notice that you'll find a gentle, slow release. And by holding this in stillness, you allow yourself to focus your mind on the sensation that arises, releasing all tension in your body. And slowly release, hands reach back up toward the sky or toward the ceiling. And then backs of the hands land down by your side, palms face up. And slowly come into supported happy baby pose. So reach right hand underneath the right thigh and left hand underneath the left thigh. And as you see, you can just rest your shoulders and your elbows down on the floor. So this should be effortless, or as little effort as possible. Letting go any tension around the eyes and the mouth and the jaw, deepening the breath. Allowing yourself to feel supported with the shoulders and the elbows here. Allowing gravity to do all the work. And slowly release the feet back down, landing a comfortable standing distance from the hips once again. Then slide hands, palms face down underneath your glutes, and send the right foot up toward the ceiling. Pointing and spreading the toes, and slowly lowering the foot, drawing knee in and sending the foot back up. So some gentle, easy core work here. So you can go so low that the foot hovers off the ground, or you can stay creating a smaller circle, being a little bit more easy on yourself this morning. Begin to coordinate this movement with your breath. So as you exhale over the foot, as you inhale, reach the foot back up. Letting this be easy and fluid. And then slowly cross right ankle over left thigh, coming into a figure 4 position. Send the knee away from you toward the opposite wall, and you can stay here, or you can hug legs in toward you, interlacing fingers around the left thigh. And just notice any tension you might be holding in the head, neck, and shoulders. And so if your head comes off the ground here, see if you can just release the foot back down to the earth. Continuing to breathe into the sensation you're feeling in your body here. And then slowly reach that right foot back up, bending at the knee, returning to the neutral position that we started in. Receiving the effects of the practice. So notice right side, left side, any difference between the two. And then slide hands back underneath your glutes. Reach left leg up toward the ceiling and point and spread the toes, and begin to move left leg in circles, lowering, knee draws in, and then foot elevates up toward the ceiling once again. Begin to coordinate this movement with your breath. As you inhale, reach foot up. As you exhale, slowly lower the foot back down. And then slowly cross the left ankle over right thigh and send the left knee toward the opposite wall. If you'd like to go deeper here, you can draw legs in toward you, interlacing hands around the right thigh. Bring your breath right into the sensation you're feeling in your body. And see if you can lengthen the exhalation. Slowly release right foot back down. And then release the left foot up toward the ceiling, bending at the knee, returning to a neutral position and pausing, noticing left side, right side, any difference between the two. Releasing the backs of the hands on the floor, and then gently just rocking knees side to side, softening across the lower back, across the hips. Slowly extend one leg and then the other, down onto the ground, returning to the position that we began in. So now you find yourself at the end of our movement practice, settling down into a nice Shavasana. So here you receive the benefits of the practice, allowing yourself to let go, feeling yourself held in the cradle of the earth. I'm so happy to be here. I appreciate my connection with Source Energy, with my amazing team of inner guides. I appreciate my beautiful, strong, agile body and all that it allows me to do 24 hours a day. I appreciate the loving energy that pours forth from every cell of my being, surrounding me. I am so loved. I am ready to let go of my life story. I am ready to be here now in this incredible time, this incredible space, this incredible place. I am ready to flow down, up, out, in on my path of least resistance. I have all that I need inside of myself to live my life chock full of health, wealth, abundance, love, joy, peace, beauty, family, and community. Today, I'm ready to tap into my feelings and allow energy to flow through me, illuminating everything within and around me. Today, I believe miracles are happening all around me, inside of me, in every corner of this beautiful planet. And today, I accept that I'm constantly expanding, evolving. Everything is expanding. The universe, everything. I'm directing my intention and attention toward the parts of life that I want to attract, while allowing the parts of life that are less desirable to pass without resistance. And today I'm clearing the clutter to live in my receptive mode. So as I move through this day, I will experience an abundance of high vibration energy all day long. And today I am aware that things are working out for me, that I am taken care of, and that I take care of myself. Begin to slowly call yourself back into your body by deepening your breath and adding some gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. And as you're ready, begin to reach your right arm up overhead, making your way onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your arm. Pausing here. And then with your attention turned inward, slowly press your way up to a comfortable seated position. And you can take the time it takes to get settled. And just be mindful that you've been on the ground for almost 20 minutes or a little more than 20 minutes. And take the time to slow down before you stand up if you're reaching around to get a prop to sit upon. I like to kneel using a block underneath me, but here's a beautiful time for bolsters or pillows. You can also sit in a chair or continue lying in bed if you're finding yourself in a state of deep relaxation. So as you find your seat or as you lie there, begin to pay attention to the breath moving in and out, freeing the mind, entering your receptive mode, allowing. And so at this point, continue meditating for as long as serves you, as long as you have time. And my wishes for you are a deep and relaxing and fulfilling rest of your day. So be well. Thank you for joining us. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. 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 Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam